Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Detroit Tigers. All right, Sing, it's been pretty remarkable to see what this lineup has been able to do lately. They're putting on a clinic at the plate.
No doubt, Boog. Impressive performances 1 through 9. Unlike opposing pitchers, I'm looking forward to seeing another show today.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started, and taking the ball for Detroit, Cade Povich. What do you have on him?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Okay, all set to go. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Not even close there. And this one is off and running. Next pitch is outside. Happ lays off.
That's a ball.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So here's Horner now. And a foul ball. Happ on at first. Nobody out. Slice to right. And it goes just foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
First pitch misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's a ball.
Man at first, one away.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That clips the zone, and it's 2-1. And downstairs.
That's down.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Throw on to Torkelson. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
That's in there. Now 2 balls and a strike. And the sweeper is off the plate. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Green ranges back on it. He's got it. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, and the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Back at Comerica Park, Gleyber Torres up to the plate, and that's way high. Ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That's the ball.
And that one misses up and in. And the count is even, 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The wide to kick the pitch. That missed by a lot. 3-2 now. Headed towards the corner. It falls in, and that's a knock. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit. Here's Riley Green.
Right fielder, Riley Green.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Nobody out. Runner at first. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Fastball down and in. Good spot to get a ground ball, but that one had eyes.
And now, Matt Vierling.
Nope.
Fastball is outside. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Swung on, popped up on the infield.
That's an infield fly.
And the infield fly is called. Colt Keith, the next to hit.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
First pitch, and he just misses. Yeah, that's fouled off. Torres on second. Green at first. One gone. On the ground, 2-ball. Off balance feed. There's one. Over to Arenado, and that double play ends the inning. Second inning set to go. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Povich back to work. Just
Ball
missed.
high.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Torkelson racing over to make the catch. And now it's Dansby Swanson. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Just
Nope,
missed.
ball.
And you played behind guys, and they loved having your
1-0.
speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Torres makes the play. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Batting
Not
seventh,
getting the results he's
center fielder,
wanted at the
O'Neal
plate
Cruz.
recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Fouled off left side. 0-2 now. Stays alive. That misses
No,
the
that's
zone.
low. Ball.
Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on. Missed with a changeup. It's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And O'Neal is struck out. And we're back. Here's the
Leading
third
off for the
baseman,
Tigers,
Jordan Westburg.
Third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Tucker makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out. And next up for the
Batting
Tigers,
sixth,
Spencer
first baseman,
Torkelson.
Spencer Torkelson.
And the first pitch
that's
misses
low,
for
that's a
ball
ball.
1. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. And now 2-1. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And up next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Cruz sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. On to the third
Leading
inning.
off
And
for
now the
Cubs,
batter is
catcher,
Carson Kelly. Kelly in his 8th season in the 8th spot in today's lineup. He joined the team as a
That
free
missed. That's
agent.
the ball.
And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Lined into right. Full extension. Makes the catch.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Matt Shaw getting ready to hit.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his
That's the ball.
skipper.
Now 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. The 1-2. This one chopped to first. Torkelson. Throw to first in time. Ian Happ up to hit. A switch hitter batting right.
Batting left fielder, Ian Happ.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can
1 ball, 2
elevate
strikes.
one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Ian Happ bops one out of here. It's 1-0. Base is empty with 2 away. Nico Horner will come up to hit. First pitch just misses. That one fouled hard the other way. Hit in the air, left field. Vierling. He makes the grab, and that is that. Set for the bottom of the third, and now the catcher comes up to him. Dylan Dingler. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Arenado makes the catch, and there's one gone. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball.
Hit in the air, center field. Cruz settles underneath it. And there are 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Here is Gleyber Torres. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Just outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. And the slider just misses.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Breaking ball misses down and away.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
There's the strike, and it's 2-1 now.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next pitch is outside. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Whips it across. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Here's Kyle Tucker. That misses the zone. 1-0. And that's outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
1 out, bases empty. And there's the automatic.
3-1.
Draws the walk there.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's in there. 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Dansby Swanson stands in. Flied out his first time. And it's fouled away. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The shortstop takes the ball. Tucker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Tucker headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Next to hit, O'Neal Cruz. Left field. Vierling gets there. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the 4th, down the number 2 hitter, Riley Green. And that misses. Ball 1.
Well, these Tigers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Let's see if he gives them anything to hit here. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Matt Nearly.
Fought off foul. In the air, left side. Hat sizes this one up. And there's 1 down. Next is the Tigers DH, Colton Heath. He hit into a double play his first time up. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball 1.
1-0.
And that is out of play. Out to center. Cruz moving under it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 down. Now Jordan Westburg. Flied to right his first time. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. And another ball. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there.
2-1
now 2-1. In the air, center field. Cruz moving under it. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Povich back to work. Just missed. Next offering upstairs. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Meadows moving under this one. Makes the grab. And there's one away. And next for the Cubs, Matt Shaw. Grounded out his first time. Just off the outside edge. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. He swings and fouls one off. Line drive, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And there's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Corner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
1-1.
That one ran inside, almost got him. And down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Seiya Suzuki will hit next. He's grounded out a couple of times. This one in the air, right field. And it falls. In to score is the runner from third. And it's an RBI single. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Matt Manning.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That one misses, and that's ball one.
1-0.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Suzuki up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. 2 on, 2 outs. That one fouled off. 2-2. Missed inside with the curve.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Got it. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Tigers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
1-2.
The 1-2. Into left center for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise,
runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brings it in, and there's one down. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. He popped out his first time. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tucker pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Out number 2. And now the shortstop, Andy Ibanez. Fly to center his first time. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And we're back. And now Nolan Arenado.
Leading off for the Cubs, first baseman Nolan
Arenado, a former Gold Glove winner, 33 years old, usually a third baseman, but today starting at first. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
Well, this will give him an opportunity to see what it's like to get balls that are up and to the right and down in the dirt. I think after this game, he'll be a little more focused on trying to hit that first baseman in the chest.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Green going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Swanson digs in. 1 for 2. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder O'Neal Cruz.
And up next for Chicago, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 2 in this one. And he can't come up with it. No throw, safe at first, and we'll see if it's an error. First and second, one out. Carson Kelly now at the plate.
Could use a ground ball here.
No strikes.
Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swings through the sweeper.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there.
Oh, diving stop. To his knee, the throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And stepping in is the speedy Matt Shaw. Golden opportunity right here. Tapped softly on the ground. Over to Torres. And that's 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes Gleyber Torres.
There's the strike. He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one ripped. That's back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. He hammers one out to center. It's 2-1. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. First pitch misses.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground to third. Over to Arenado. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting left
So up
fielder,
next, Matt Vierling. Just missed. Outside low, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Tucker makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Next is the designated hitter, Colt Keith.
Designated hitter, Colt Keith.
And that's in there for strike 1. Now fly ball to right center. Corrals it, and that's the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jason Foley.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. He's already homered in this game. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground to third. Throw on to Torkelson. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Here's Nico Hoerner.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. In the dirt, blocked. Hoerner leads off first with 1 away. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Hoerner around third. Safe. It's 3-1.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
At the plate, Kyle Tucker. In the air to left center, Meadows. Sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2. So now it's
Now
Nolan
batting, first
Arenado.
baseman,
0 for
Nolan
3 in this
Arenado.
one. On a bounce right side. Torres over to first, and they get Arenado for the out. They limit the damage here.
Now pitching for Chicago.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 43.
Little.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So digging in, Jordan Westburg. It's
It's
interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And a foul ball.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And there's a ball. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Way out front for strike 2.
Full count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Spencer Torkelson.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And they get Torkelson for the out. Parker Meadows, the next to hit.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Out to short. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been any.
Porter Hodge gets the call from the pen.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
So a man aboard. And here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here in Detroit, and here comes Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
Foley back to work. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that's downstairs. Now 3-1. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Full count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter.
Torres. Spin throw, that's one. And that's all they'll get.
Feel that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the runner out of scoring position.
Carson Kelly digs in now. That's inside. 1-0. And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
And that's in for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. And a 1-2 again. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. 2 out. Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw. 1 for 3. That one away inside. On a line, base hit. Green hurries it back in. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out. First and second, 2 outs. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Off the plate inside. Ball 1. They get the force, and that is the inning. Back at Comerica Park, out of the bottom of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Andy Ibanez. First offering, and it just misses. Inside, just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Late on that fastball.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's hard hit on the line. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
Now batting, second baseman Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's downstairs and outside. Good take by Torres. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 3-1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now the right fielder, Riley Green. There's a strike. swings through that one.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Tying run at the plate. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Torres into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Man at second. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third, and it's just foul. That was close.
Ball.
1 out and a runner at second. Next offering misses down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Base hit center field. Torres headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitch.
Ben Brown into the game.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. And there's the strike.
It's 0-1.
Green at first, 1 gone.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, makes a sliding stop. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. And next is the designated hitter, Colton Keith. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
But with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Swing at a chopper down the line, and it's foul.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Three-two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Holt.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Well, 1-run game, so up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Holton, a 6'2 southpaw, 200 pounds, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2018. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Seiya Suzuki. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1-1.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Well struck left field. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Presley.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Ryan Presley.
Now here is Jordan Westburg.
Third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That missed. That's
Inside, just missed.
1-2.
Oh, look at the stop. To first, and they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man.
First baseman.
And the batter now, Spencer Torkelson. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. So 2 down now. And here is Parker Meadows. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Now around second, going for third. And he makes it there with a 2-out triple, tying runs aboard.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Digging in, Dylan Dingler. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Chopper right side. Corner. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cubs take game 1 of the series on the road.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
3-2 the final score. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.